TRW, Royalists and Roundheads 1, the Battle of Naseby. It's the 1200 hours game turn start. No matter what I have to say about this game, it's still pretty much obviously a success for me. It keeps me coming back. It has just enough English Civil War, theme about it. There's just enough, barely enough complexity. Yeah, and there's also one more thing. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking, why is there why do I have a particularly positive reaction to the Royalists and Roundheads games? And I was thinking the other day, it might actually be the result of a really interesting, I guess that's not quite the right word, but peculiar reason. I believe my first real computer war game years ago, it was 1989 or 90, not war-themed game, but an actual computer game, war game. I believe it was Universal Military Simulator, Rainbird Software, and it came with four or five, at least four. Well, actually, it came with five. Five pre-loaded, pre-designed scenarios. Arbella, Hastings, Marston Moor, Waterloo, and Gettysburg. And I think it was my enjoyment of playing Marston Moor in the Universal Military Simulator that had a very strong positive mental impact. Obviously had a huge impact on my memory. And I think there's some mental connecting going on here. Yeah, I was thinking about that recently. Okay. Start of the turns, we have our command change step of the order phase. I was thinking about the other day. I was thinking about the Royalist right here. Now it is a little early. Certainly, in quote-unquote real life, I wouldn't be this rash, but I'm thinking that the Royalist cavalry are probably going to prevail over Ireton there. And so I'm thinking maybe, with respect to orders changes, maybe we continue on and we try to change Astley's order to attack. There's only a 2 in 6 chance of that. And then we'll leave Langdale's cavalry to continue a slow advance on the left. So let me lay that out. I want to go for an attack with Astley there. I still don't see a reason to change. Actually, Cromwell could attack. No, but the thinking is now. Oh wait. Actually, the parliamentarian left. I know what I'll do. I am going to, especially because you have to roll for it, I am going to try to change Langdale Langdale, if I can find. I'm going to try to change Langdale to a stand command and try to change Cromwell to an attack command. So there we go. I've laid out my desired changes there. We'll just go Langdale. Does he change from advanced to stand? He has a command value of 2. He's not within the command span of the overall leader Charles I there. Oh, he gets it. I'll go through all these. And then Astley. He also has a 2, and he's also just outside. Charles I command span is 4. Okay, he does not get his. And then Cromwell. Cromwell has a command rating of 3, but he's also outside Fairfax. Fairfax's command span there. Oh, he changes his. Ooh, all right. So Astley continues on with his advanced command. Yeah. And Langdale is now shifted to the defense, and he's on the top of the crest there. So that's going to be interesting. And then Cromwell is going to be attacking up the hill there. Alright, this is a step up in intensity here. Okay, that's command change step of the order phase. Now we go to the first player movement phase. Check for being in command. Rupert has a nice healthy command span of 6. His units are all adjacent and together. Astley with a command span of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then by extension 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's good. And then Langdale with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So he's good. Now movement. Now Langdale, now that he's switched to the defense, only needs to move 1, or can move 1 hex. I don't really see a reason. Well, actually, let's stretch out the left here. We'll do that. Alright, and then Astley with the advanced command. Let's see. He is going to go... Well, you know what? First facing change is free. We can go 1. And he'll go 1, 1, 2. We'll just advance all along the line here. One, 2 to rotate, 3, and 1, 2. All right. And then they're all ready to go on the right there. All right. I think I've done all the needed movement. He'll just continue and pull away and just continue covering that flank there. Okay. Alright, and then first player, Royalist, combat phase, fire combat phase first, defensive fire. Here, some musketeers. I actually have +1 at range 1, so they're going to fire at, let's see, who's more... I think Bard there, so he is going to fire there. 2 doesn't get anything. next Forlorn Hope unit there, firing at, let's see, York's infantry there. 2 again, doesn't get anything. Now here we can do, oh yeah, so got 2 infantry there stacked, 2 infantry, 2 infantry. All right, so they can both. It's not that you only fire with the top unit or anything. Each unit can fire and but fires separately. So this is infantry at 1. It's also down the slope. I think it's only a penalty up the slope, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's a penalty up. You don't get an advantage shooting down. Yeah. All right. So infantry. So the standard right across the board is 5 is a morale check, 1 is a step loss. So it's going to be 2 against here, but you still have to do it in order though. 3 is nothing. 5, there we go. So morale check on page, yeah. Printed morale of 10, very good. Yeah, get a 9, they pass. And then the next one over here, these guys are going to fire at Lyle. There. Alright, so that's a morale check. Okay, and that's a miss. So morale check on Lyle there. Printed morale of 9. Gets an 8, so he passes. Finally, Fairfax's infantry. Yep, Fairfax's infantry. Fire at the Astley's infantry there. 1 is a miss, and 3 is a miss. Alright. Oh, that is it. Well, actually, these guys can fire, actually. Yeah, 4 is not anything, and then the next guy over there. 2 is nothing, and 1, 2, 3, 4. The musketeers actually have a range of 4 hexes. Yes, they do. But it's only a morale check on a roll of 6. They roll a 3. So these 3 musketeers all missed their target there. All right. Offensive fire. Here. So now we have Bard fires back. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 1's not going to do anything. York is going to fire at the York is going to fire at the front unit, forward unit. 1 is nothing. Page is going to fire. Now they're firing uphill, so that's a -1 fire. So really, that's only on a roll of 6 as a morale check, is how that works. So Page is firing up. I got a 5. -1 is 4. Nothing. Lyle. Oh, there we go. All right, so Lyle got a morale check on that stack there. So the top unit failed. Was that Montague? Rolled a 9, printed morale of 8, and then get the unit under. I'm sure passed with a 5. Yep. So, but he routes. So we go put a route marker on him. And he goes 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Now we've got Astley's infantry there. Firing up at Fairfax, -1. Misses with a 2. Oh, actually, that's it. Oh, the last musketeer there. Yeah, misses with a 2. Alright. So, come back with my melees. So melee, on the far right there, right here, I want to get around this flank. I'm hoping to get around this flank. So I'll go left to right. This is Northampton, A and B. Northampton A on the left. They're in. These are pre-melee morale checks. Northampton B. Oh, they're in too. So they're both in. Committed. Passed their morale checks. And defending is Butler. He's in as well. He rolls a 6. Printed morale of 9. So now we go. There's no option to retreat here. Attackers get a 5. That's not bad. And the defender gets a 6. Okay, so attackers have 3 and 3 is 6. At least they're on the 46 column. They still have an attack command. Rupert's attack command. They're in command, so they can use the bonus of +1. I think it's just +1. So it's 6 on the 46 column as a morale check. I wonder if they can get any more. No, they can't. They can't. So defender, oh yeah, they roll. Snake Eyes easily passed their morale check. Now the defenders coming back. Ireton still has a stand command, so they are a combat unit defending with a stand command. They get +1. Their strength of 4, so they actually get a 7, which actually is a step loss. The I think the owning player chooses. I'm trying to remember where I saw that. Where did I see that? Oh, attacking units are in more than one night. Rolls this result. Player decides which top units will take the losses. I think that's what I'm using to imply that the defender can choose. I think I'm going to take it on the far flank. Oh, and then let's see. I think they all take morale checks after, yeah. So first Northampton that took the step loss. Ooh, they just barely pass with a 9. So they are good. But the other guy has to, Northampton A has to pass a morale check, and they pass with a roll of 3. Alright, but that was a step loss. Didn't go the way I thought it would. Okay. Here, they're going to go ahead and attack this unit. He's out of command. He's not going to be out of command. Out of command doesn't have... Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that interesting? Okay. We haven't gotten to the... Yeah, we haven't gotten to the... We haven't gotten to the point in the turn when the out of command marker would be removed. So actually this does matter, because that means the defenders are not going to get the benefit of a stand command. They're not going to get the +1. They receive no die roll modifiers for their command shit during melee combat. Okay, wow. It's been a while since I've encountered that. Maurice Lifeguard and Rupert Lifeguard, they both have 10, so very high morale. Maurice's Lifeguard is in. Rupert's Lifeguard is in. The out of command unit, I'm sure they're in. They roll a 7. Strength of 4, morale of 9. So they're in. They're committed. There's no retreating. 4 for the attackers. They're going to get a +1, so that's 5. I think that's going to be a morale check. Actually, I'll just go ahead and do that. Morale check for the defenders. Actually pass exactly with a 9. Now Butler's cavalry there. Yeah, okay. They don't get anything with a 1. So that's just inconclusive. Here we're gonna have 3 units attacking on the bend in the line there. So if Vaughn Oh, Vaughn is not in there. They did not pass their morale check. Vaughn C. Rupert C. Rupert C is in with a roll of 5. Printer morale of 9. Printer morale of 9 for Vaughn A. Yeah, 6. Vaughn A is in. So it's Rupert C and Vaughn A, which means we're going to get the flank benefit. I hope I'm not blocking that. Maybe I'm blocking the camera. We're going to get the flank bonus there. Defender is passes their morale check. So they are in. They're committed. So now we go to our melee rolls. The attackers get a 4, +1 for the attack command, +1 for the flank, for a 6, which is on the 4-6 column is a morale check. There we go. Defenders roll a 10. They have a printer morale of 9, so they are actually going to rout. But we still do their defending. Oh, they don't get anything with a 1. All right, so they are retreating out and causing a hole in the line there. One, 2, 1, 2. Rupert C advances and turns like that to put Ireton in his front, like that. Okay. Next melee here. 9 and 10 morale. 9 is in, so Maurice is in, and then Queen's Cavalry. Oh, they're not in with 11. So it's only Maurice's Cavalry there. Defender. Oh, Defender failed a morale check. Actually, so got a lot of stuff going on here, relatively speaking. 1, 2, 3, they are on the flank. They're going to go all the way back like that. And then, let's see, it was Maurice's cavalry, so they advance like that. Over here, so here I'm having the 2 cavalry attack the musketeers, so that they have to roll if they want to try to pull back, but they're not even going to try. So 8 and 8. Oh, Howard. See, I was thinking about this. Howard fails. This is where, again, if you were going to add another level of complexity, I don't think it would be a normal morale check for cavalry against musketeers, but I don't see anything otherwise. All right, so only a 7, only Howard B cavalry there is in. Forlorn Hope, they roll a 6, so they're in. The Royalist cavalry, they're not going to get anything with that. Nope. Oh, and the musketeers, wow, they come back with a morale check against, yeah. Wow. Okay, but they pass. So they pass the morale check there. But they also stand their ground. Huh. Okay, over here, York is going to attack that Forlorn Hope. Now they can retreat. Actually, it's automatic, and they are going to. They retreat, and then York advances. And I'm trying to remember, do they? No, they have to advance. They have to advance. All right, here, the Royalists are going to try to flank with Lyle. Oh, and they don't get it. They roll a 10, pretty morale of 9, so they don't coordinate well. They just don't get going. Astley's Hopton Infantry does commit. They roll a 6, they pass. Printed morale is 10 -1 for being stacked with a leader. Then we have Fairfax defending there. Ooh, the first unit fails actually. And then the Montague. No, Fairfax. Sorry, Fairfax. Fairfax is in. Okay, should say Fairfax B is in. A retreats. I'll go 1, 2. Yeah, 3. All right. So now we have just Astley and Hopton, with a strength of 4. Astley's +1, so 4 +1 for Astley, and no, advance doesn't do anything. 5 on the 4-6 column is a morale check. Okay, they pass. But then we have Fairfax's. Oh, wait. I think it's melee uphill is -1. I should have caught that. Yeah, it is. And that then becomes nothing. So that should not have been a morale. They should have just missed it. So no morale check. Alright, so Fairfax is meleeing back. He gets a 2. That's not going to be anything. So that is all of the Royalist melees. Put everything back here. Obviously more is happening, more is developing. I've said it before, I don't care for the big dramatic something happening every turn type quality to my war games, but you know, I like this. The slowly, what I like is lines weakening, swaying and crumbling. So let me just make sure I don't think I forgot anything, but there we go. More routed units, and we'll see how the parliamentarians do next time.